Hey, I'm Sam and I Do Design, and in the video today, these are my first impressions about Gravity Sketch on the Oculus Quest. Now, I've already made a video about Gravity Sketch's iPad beta app, and I will leave that in the link over here so you can go and check that out. But they have now sent me an Oculus Quest so I can try the fully fledged 3D sketching VR experience. I'm really interested to start learning how to do VR sketching. So if you want more than just my first impressions that's going to be in this video, and you want to see how I learn how to do VR sketching and learn yourself, let me know down in the comments below, because I would really love to know your thoughts about it. So I've been in Gravity Sketch for about 1 hour total this week, and just in that time I've been able to get up and running and start sketching, and I have some thoughts on my first impressions about the program. The first thing is, and they say in the first tutorial that they open the app with, it's that sketching in Gravity Sketch is different to any other app you may have used, where you're not simulating perspective in a 2D plane, you're actually sketching in 3 dimensions. So that's the first huge learning curve that you have to overcome in order to sketch in this app. And it's taken me a while to get used to it. I think I still have quite a long way to go, even after an hour of use. But there's one thing that I didn't tell Gravity Sketch when I agreed to do this video, and that is that sketching in VR, sketching in 3 dimensions, I was really interested to try because I can't see in 3D. I didn't tell them this, I wanted to keep it a secret until now, but essentially, in order to see 3D, you need to have 2 eyes, which a lot of people have, and both of those eyes receive slightly different information that gets put together in your brain, and it lets you distinguish the distance between the 2 objects that you see. One of my eyes doesn't work, which means that I only see in 2D, and I wanted to try this app because I thought that if I can sketch in 3 dimensions in this app, that means that everybody can. So the fact that I've been able to put the headset on, sketch something, tweak something that they've already made using their in-program models, it's just a testament to how good I think the app is. So all of that is to say that learning how to sketch in 3 dimensions and not just simulating perspective on a 2D plane is the biggest learning curve that I found when starting to use this app. In design sketching, we always say that you have to sketch with the shoulder and not the wrist so you can get nice, smooth movements, and that's even just on a piece of paper. But when you have to start sketching in 3 dimensions, you really have to think about the movements that your arm is making. So with that first learning curve out of the way, the next learning curve that I found was using these controllers, which for someone who's never used these controllers before, essentially this controller I think is fitting for a 3D sketching app. It's the most 3-dimensional controller that I've ever used. And by that I mean it's got buttons on every single side, on both sides of the hands, and it's actually quite a 3-dimensional experience using these controllers. I found myself getting these 2 buttons confused, so the front button and also the side button on both hands. I find that I just get confused with which one is which, and I think that will get better over time. But the fact that it's got buttons literally everywhere, and I'm using an orientation that I'm not used to. At most, I'm a PlayStation gamer, so to have buttons on the trigger fingers, I understand that. It's these buttons that I found the most difficult to figure out where they actually are and what they do. But overall, I completely understand how a 3-dimensional controller is going to be helpful in a 3-dimensional sketching app. So that was just the second learning curve, learning to use a different controlling system that I'd been used to previously. And finally, the last learning curve has been the actual Gravity Sketch interface itself. Now, it's designed to be used with this controlling system, so of course, as I'm learning to use one, I'm going to need to learn to use the other as well. And again, that's just going to come with time. In the 40 minutes to an hour, potentially just over an hour that I've been in this app over the week, I've needed to actually really think about which buttons I'm pushing in order to get stuff done. But the fact that I've been able to go into the app, sketch something from scratch, tweak some of their existing models that they have in the app itself, it's just a testament that I've got 3 of these huge learning curves to overcome, and I can actually sketch something with a relative degree of accuracy within the first hour. And the other thing is as well, I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, but is there a knack to putting the headset on and then needing to find the controllers that I've just put down? Should I have the controllers in my hand already? I don't know. I'm sure I'm going to learn all of these tips and tricks as I go through it. But essentially, once I've got the headset comfy, once I've aligned it to my one good eye that works, and once I've made sure that the lenses are okay in front of my eye, it's actually fine for me to look around and see inside the virtual experience. The point is, as an industrial designer, to be able to sketch what is in my brain out into the world, I was going to say out into the real world, it's not in the real world, into the virtual world, but like for like, one-to-one. I'm really excited with the more that I learn how to use this app, and it's got all of the surfacing, all of the subdivision, the stuff that's in beta mode. I think I'm really excited for the future of this app. So like I said, this was just a first impressions video. If you want to see my journey learning this app, and then maybe you'll learn a thing or two at the same time as I learn it, let me know down in the comments below, and let me know specifically the types of things that you want me to draw, the types of things that you want me to cover, the types of things that you would like to see in a YouTube video about Gravity Sketch. Let me know in the comments below. So this has just been a really quick video to say thank you very much to Gravity Sketch for sending this all along to me. Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe and hit the bell button and everything else that YouTube asks you to do. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Is this what people do? This is what people do, right? You got to see the controller.